I'd like to invite up onto the stage the President of Common Europe, Señor Juan Manuel Alcudia. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Bonjour, bienvenue à Lyon. Before I finish my time as President of Common Europe, I would like to leave you with a little history about these two guys. The first one is the oldest brothers of Napoleon, and the other one is the King of Spain, Ferdinand VII. As I'm in Lyon, it seemed appropriate to talk about the French character, and probably this will be the first time that you will listen to a Spanish guy talking good about a French guy. I will talk about this guy because from time to time, and always with a sense of humor, I have felt a certain sympathy with Joseph Bonaparte. He was, as I said, Napoleon's oldest brother and was king of Spain with the name of Joseph I. He arrived in Spain with ambitious ideas. He wanted to modernize the country, simplify the administration, promote education, reduce all privileges, abolish outdated institutions like the Inquisition, and bring reforms that in many ways were ahead of their time because, he came from the French Revolution and Spain was like an old-fashioned country. And what's his rewards for all these reforms? Well, the Spanish gave him a nickname, Pepe Botella, that means Bottle Joe, suggesting that he spent more money drinking than governing. History, however, suggests that this was mostly political propaganda, but once people start telling stories, it's hard to catch to the truth. So eventually, many Spaniards decided that they preferred to bring back Ferdinand VII, who, story tells us, was not exactly the greatest champion of reform and renewal. In fact, he betrayed the country by abolishing the new constitution that the liberals had made in Cádiz. Why do I mention this story today? Because during these 5 years, I have learned that change is never easy. Those who try to modernize institutions do not always receive applause. Sometimes they receive resistance, sometimes criticism, and occasionally they receive nicknames. Fortunately, unlike Joseph Bonaparte, I live voluntarily, peacefully, and with a smile. During these years, I have tried to modernize some things, to make Common Europe more open and transparent. We register new statutes and adapt them to make it easier for new people to join the executive committee, to bring new ideas, more diversity, and hopefully younger generations. Also, to renew the Common Europe Advisory Council and encourage broader participation with more countries represented. Some ideas work, and some perhaps did not. That is perfectly normal. But there is one lesson I live with, and it's this. Communities survive only if they renew themselves. Standing still might feel comfortable, but it's really a strategy for the future. Institutions are always more important than individuals. Common Europe existed before many of us, and will hopefully continue long after all of us. And I live happy, because I truly believe that the future of this community is in good hands. And I lead by example, not trying to stay in any other position in Common Europe. So, if years from now you remember me as the Pepe Botella of Common Europe, I hope history will at least be kind enough to say that I genuinely tried to move things forward. Thank you for allowing me to serve Common Europe. It has been a privilege, and I will miss you all.
Thank you, Ed. If you're able, please stand and show your appreciation for our outgoing president, Juan Manuel Alcudia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Juan.